Okay then, AEW Dynamite review, Saturday Night Dynamite, which I believe this is the last day that AEW will have all these time changes until they go back to Wednesday after tonight. Well, Saturday night, I should say. But yeah, this is the Saturday Night Dynamite. No Friday Night Dynamite, Saturday. So after this, they will be back on Wednesday nights on TNT, okay? But it's a live show. We got a big crowd and whatnot. I know the last couple of episodes have been taped, but with a big title match on the line with Kenny Omega and Jungle Boy, what is going to go on this show tonight, which there's a lot to say about. But yes, though, we do kick it off tonight with Hangman Page versus Powerhouse Hobbs. Before that even happened, I know they showed Sammy Guevara entering the building and basically got hit in the chair with by Sean Spears, which he said compliments by MJF. Which, before I get into the first match, I think it is kind of funny about the Twitter what's going on, and I guess what they broke kayfabe between MJF and Guevara, because I think MJF brought up the whole Sasha situation, and Guevara said something about, this isn't my character or something, speaking like he was really pissed off about that. I guess he just didn't want to hear the whole Sasha thing getting brought back up, which I can't blame him in a way. I can't blame him, though, because, yeah, this shit almost really could have ended his career. He got suspended for it and whatnot, because even though he said the shit like, what, 3-4 years ago and whatnot, which honestly, yeah, I just kind of thought, I'm like, dude, that was 4 years ago. Like, I'm not about to really dwell on that. And I never thought he was ever going to get fired anyways. And I just think it was just, some of the mob mentality coming after Guevara. Even though he shouldn't have said that, I'm not about to, say, we got to counsel him and whatnot because he did this. I'm like, dude, it's over. They talked, they had squashed it. It's all good. But I can see why he was probably mad at that when they say broke kayfabe apparently online. But yeah, Hangman Page went against Powerhouse Hobbs. Um, Good match. I know Hook and Ricky Starks came out, but Brian Cage got involved. Taz was confused what was going on and on commentary. I did like when Hangman went for the buckshot, but Hobbs got him with a big spine buster. Hangman basically got back up. He ended up hitting another buckshot. It didn't hit him with the dead eye for the win, but a good match to kick off the show. Very enjoyable. So not bad for a good opener. I will say that. Now the rest of the show, this is where it's kind of all right in the middle of it. All right, I know they had the promo by the Bucks and Brandon Cutler. The Bucks talking about all the people they've beaten and whatnot, and that they are the EVPs, the extremely violent people. Don't know if that's the best name. But next, Tony Schiavone came out and had Tully Blanchard in the ring. But then he brought out Konnan, which, I'm surprised they brought Konnan back. They played the LAX music, which that was actually pretty cool to hear. Fans that chanted Konnan. And Konnan basically said the mind games and intimidation, are starting already, but he's not going to be intimidated. Listen, man, these guys have been shot, stabbed, kidnapped, strangled, left for dead. And that, FTR, they want to say they got the same upbringing like, I know it's proud and powerful, but I'm just used to calling them LAX, okay? But it's not even close. You know, what do you say? Like North Carolina is where the men and where the men is men and where the sheep are scared of whatnot. It's not like growing up in the streets of New York City. Conan basically talked about how people of color are arrested 5 times the amount, more than white people and whatnot. And he mentioned about gang members trying to hunt him down every day, trying to survive the streets and whatnot. As Conan said, Tully, you're like a mentor to FTR, but Conan said, I'm like a father to LAX. And basically, Tully said he had enough of Conan and whatnot, and that FTR is going to come to the ring in this game. Conan basically said, maybe you need to go back as your job as a Walmart greeter, because you may need to learn some Spanish. He spoke Spanish, so you may need to learn some so you can communicate with your grandkids, which I get the shot at that, because I'm sure it's a shot at Tessa Blanchard, because she's with Daga and everything, so I can see where the shot was at there. Conan basically told LAX to come out then, but it was these two mascots, which we thought was LAX, but they showed footage in the back of LAX being on the ground. FTR ended up coming in and beating up Conan. They even hit him with a spike power drive. I'm surprised Conan even took that. But Tully and FTR stood over him. So a good segment. This is probably one of the best things of the night was just Conan and Tully just having a war of insults. Mostly Conan, though, just laying it into Tully and whatnot. But yeah, FTR against him, he taking out Conan and everything. So Like I said, man, I'd rather just see LAX back because I just feel like the inner circle thing has not really done much for both Santana and Ortiz. It really hasn't. It's glad to actually see both these guys in a wrestling match, both these teams, because we don't really see them in any type of actual tag team match. Like we mostly see them in these group matches, but not in an actual tag team match. So at least we'll see something good from that. Dante Martin went against Matt Sydal. They brought Vicky Guerrero out with Andrade. Not sure if I feel his theme and the Vicky thing is just annoying. Okay, it's just really annoying with Almas. Listen, Dante Martin, Matt Sydal wasn't a bad match, but this could have been on Dark for all I know. It was pretty good, and the crowd was very receptive. But I don't know if we really needed to see this match on TV. It was okay. Nothing wrong with it. Like I said, I like Dante Martin. I think his brother's hurt. His brother's hurt like top flight, but yeah, his brother's out right now. So, like I said, you could just put this on Dark though. I know they showed some in the back with Jungle Boy and Christian. Christian, say he should be pissed, but he isn't. But he wished them good luck tonight. But yeah, after that though, we did get Jade Cargill then. She's promoting her t-shirts with Mark Sterling. We then went to MJF, Sean Spears, and Wardlow, which talking about what happened with Guevara earlier tonight. MJF took all the credit for all these beatings tonight, how he's organized it. And, people upset about him, what he did to Dean Malenko, saying he's too old and infirm to be involved in a dangerous industry like wrestling with his heart problems and Parkinson's disease. MJF basically said, gave Malenko what none of you poors ever could. That's an early retirement. And after they kept talking about Dean Malenko, Chris Jericho and Jake Hager then came in for a brawl. We came into the ring after that. Next thing you know, the Pinnacle got the upper hand right after as MJF is beating up Chris Jericho, trying to get him into that arm bar, beating up Jericho's bad arm. And whatnot, and what was it? Spears had a chair then, but next thing you know, Sammy Guevara came for the save. He took a chair, hit Wardlow with him. Look like it was hit to the head on Wardlow, and then he hit Sean Spears in the arm with or the shoulder, which looked deadly. Which Guevara got the microphone saying like, "I'm gonna beat you this Wednesday and prove that I'm the best ever, and you know it." So a good segment. I would say this is probably one of the loudest times the crowd got loud throughout tonight. I still don't know how long this feud is going to continue, but it was pretty good segment though. Miro was in the back praying, basically asking God, thanking God for his powerful strength and his wife hot wife being flexible, and talk about Brian Pillman Jr. And I don't respect your opinion and whatnot, that I'm God's favorite champion, and you trying to attack me, that's the biggest mistake you ever made. Like Miro promos, man. Like I said, I like Miro now. I can't say nothing really bad about him. Like I said bad about him in the beginning when he got here, but I'm gonna say it all the time. Why wasn't he booked like this as soon as he came in the company? Okay, now he looks like something out there. Now he looks intimidating. He looks like a star and whatnot. I like these promos he's doing. So Miro, I got nothing really bad to say about most of the time because it's not bad. Ethan Page went against Bear Bronson, which a match that went on way too long, in my opinion. Once again, this could have been on Dark. Ethan Page, strong as fuck, though, with that nut shot, and then hit him with the ego's edge. But did this match really need to be 10 minutes? Next thing you know, he grabbed the microphone. Fans started to do the what chant. I see a lot of people bitch about the what chant for some odd reason online. And he talked about Darby Allin, this is not done, and I'm going to be the nail in your coffin, several times, which he challenged them to a coffin match in Miami on July 7th. So you're ready for that. We then had a promo from Britt Baker, Rebel, and even Vicky Guerrero and Nyla Rose. An attack match I do not want to see. I would hope it is a swerve, but that is going to be a walking botch fest, so I'm sure Botchamania and AEW botches should have a lot of content. And fuck Joey Janela and them for going after AEW botches. That's some whole shit right there. But hey, that's Jelly Nutella for you, okay? But I'm sure they'll have a lot of content. The Bunny went against Chris Statlander. Okay match. I still think they're in the death spot of this time. Statlander got the win right after. As they celebrate, and then the Blade, some say looks like Tommaso Ciampa 2. And Hybrid 2 came out and, hit Orange Cassidy with brass knuckles in after that. They had a promo from QT Marshall talking about he beat Cody. He's going to have a strap match in Miami. They even had a promo from Brian Pillman Jr. Talking about Miro as this God complex and whatnot. But he's going to beat him for that TNT championship. We also got a promo from Eddie Kingston. And, I should say more about Eddie Kingston's promo after the show, how he was taking multiple shots at WWE Which, you know, I know some of it's true, but what was the point of even doing it? And I know AEW takes a lot of shots all the time. Some one too many, they can't help themselves. But did he really need to cut a promo and shit all over them? I don't know. Like, you know, we care. We've heard that story many times, and we actually respect our legends and whatnot. Which even my regular call said, well, legends of WWE really used recently, other than Edge and Goldberg in those timelines. Not just in general, but just recently in the past few months. So I don't know. You tell what you think about Eddie Kingston's promo after the show, though. But basically, him and Pentagon and you know, Bill Alfonso. I'm sorry, Pence's translator and whatnot. Cut a promo on the Bucks saying they're gonna take those tag belts this Wednesday. Sierra Medio. Kenny Omega went against Jungle Boy, AEW Championship on the line. Don Callis and the Good Brothers out there, as Luchasaurus and the Midget was out there with them too. Stunt growth there. But yeah, this match here, probably the best match out of the whole night. You got to give it to Jungle Boy though. Like, the guy proves himself to shine out there, and I enjoyed this match. I think he needs to work on promos there, and maybe needs to emote more. But I like Jungle Boy. They just gotta stop doing these stop pushes with him. But this was a really great match, basically the match of the night in general. Okay, and I think Jungle Boy, yes, it was a good match. Almost 16 minutes out there. The crowd was really into it. They had Jungle Boy's family out there watching and everything. A lot of V triggers in this match, but this was not bad at all. But Omega ended up hitting them with like another V trigger, Tiger Driver, and then he won Wing Angel for the win. Next thing you know, Omega was going to hit him with the title. Christian came out for the save, but Matt Hardy and Private Party came out then. Christian got the upper hand, was about to get the kill switch, but the Young Bucks came out. Double super kick. Hardy with a twist of fate as all the heels celebrated in the ring. So a lot of run-ins, I should say, or people involved in this whole match. So from the Good Brothers to the Jungle Express to the Bucks, or just the Elite in general, to Hardy's crew, whatever they're called, McMoney Matt Incorporated or something. It's a lot involved, okay? But like I said, the match was basically the best match out of the night. It was a good show. The only thing you could really say, and I would really, you know, someone even argue, it's like this. The last thing was great. The beginning was pretty good. Everything else in the middle was all right. The only thing I would say was great in the middle was the Konnan and Tully Blanchard segment, all right? Everything else, matches either could have been on dark or they just went on too long, okay? It didn't need to go on that long either, or it just wasn't good. But yeah, it was a good show. But yeah, this is Saturday night. This is the last time we've been doing these. Well, I know due to the NBA playoffs, but this is the last time until they go back to Wednesday. So we've had to do like 3 Friday shows and a Saturday one. And now we go back live to the people. Back at Daly's Place on Wednesday. So yeah. Like I said, Wednesdays, all right. So honestly, I'm kind of glad he didn't come on Wednesday, but man, that Sonic Symphony was something. Happy birthday to the Hedgehog. I know it's late, but happy belated birthday, man. Sonic 30th anniversary. I just wanted to say that. Why? Because I give a fuck. That's why. But comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter at HoodedKnight890. I'm out of here. See you guys later. Peace. Got a couple more videos hopefully get done by today. Still with the reviews and whatnot. So I'm out. Done.